Sagittarius. This is your September 2024 love reading. We're going to look at singles first. And if you're in a connection and you're experiencing issues, you will be in the second part of the reading. I will go back and put timestamps in. My name is Cody. I'm your conscious soul reader. Welcome to my channel. If you are brand new, I appreciate your curiosity. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. Thank you all for your continued love and support. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell. That will let you know every single time I'm energetically drawn to bring you a reading, to go live as well. I am doing book club here on YouTube. It is cross-posted to Facebook and Instagram simultaneously even. I'm over on TikTok as well. If you catch me live on any one of my platforms whenever I'm doing collective readings, that is your chance to get a heavily discounted rate from me on a personal one-on-one reading that is done via live stream. If you need a personal private reading, all that information is on my website. Feel free to help yourself and check everything out to see what I have available. All of that is in the description box attached to this video. We're going to get started here in just a second. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Cross-watchers, of course, are welcome. Feel free to switch that energy around as needed. If anything in this reading does not fit with you, it does not resonate with you, please don't try to force it into your world. It is not for you. It is meant for somebody else. I do cover 4 different placements, so you can check your other readings to see if anything might resonate with you more according to your other placements. Okay, let's get going. That was pretty quick. I think I'm getting it down pat finally. Co-worker ready? Okay, Sagittarius, here we go. What does Sagittarius need to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is going to be for singles in the first part of the reading. What do they need to know? What's coming in for September? Okay. 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I have a feeling you're a little concerned about what's coming in next. There may have been a lot of effort that you've had to put in the past. Spirit is warning you to watch your thoughts and your concerns. Every single thing we think and feel will affect our quantum field. Or master manifestors with this powerful supercomputer that you have. So you want to be very careful of not feeding fear, stress, and anxiety into what could be coming in. I've got the Magician with the Chariot card. This is about having a lot of control over what's to come in, what it is you're thinking about, focusing on, creating. Look at the 9 of Wands back here. I mean, what you think about is what you'll get. So if you're in a vibration of worry and concern and you're kind of thinking, you know, it's almost that energy of all men are blah, or all women are this, or all, you know, like all men are dogs, or all women are nags, you know, just kind of blanketing the entire group just because of your experience, just because of your personal experience, when in fact it's a vibration that you tend to be, you know, aligning with. And when you're focusing from that energy, this is very well what you could be creating. Okay, so with the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, this is a lot of concern about what's coming in, what's, you know, what's out there. How much are you going to have to provide? What are you going to have to go? What are you in for this time with that Queen of Pentacles? The Queen's receive, right? That divine feminine energy is taking on. So it's just like, and the Pentacles is, you know, the Pentacles are long-standing. This is very deep-rooted. You know, you're kind of feeling like this has always been the case. I almost feel like we can kind of go there with the blanketing terms, right? Since we're already talking about that blanketing, putting everybody in the same category just because of your perception, your experience, your vibration. Okay, what crosses or complements? I kind of want to leave that like that. Okay, thank you, sir. He settles. I start reading and he just wants to, you know, you've seen it, you've heard me. If you haven't, he loves my energy when I start reading. When I'm not reading, he does his own thing. What crosses or complements Sagittarius? Crosses or complements Sagittarius? Crossing, complementing for the month of September. He's sweet, boy. Yeah, so sweet. What crosses or complements? Okay. I'm just gonna take the top one. Oop. This is quite comical, actually. It's still going in line with the same story, but we do have, again, with the Seven of Pentacles, about what you're manifesting, what it is you're creating. This is your long-term view, right? About the difficulties of relationships and, you know, what's coming in next. What are you going to have to deal with now? We've got, you know, 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups. You're being all optimistic about something. 10 of Swords that ultimately ends anyway, where, you know, you feel like you are trying to get involved with something and you're giving your efforts and you're making choices to go ahead and commit. Yet 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands has you ultimately pretty disappointed. Here's a third 10. A third 10 coming out. Oof. Like the level of difficulty you think it takes in order to have like a marriage or that forever after, you think it's just like the hardest thing in the entire world, and you're almost just like F all of it, you know. Is it even worth it? Yikes. That's a very jaded energy. Miley Cyrus just popped in my head. I'm sorry that you're jaded. Look up those lyrics. I like the background part of the song. It's kind of pretty. It's very it's kind of a sad song, but it's very jaded is what I'm getting. I'm getting jaded, super jaded. All right, what's the best that can be achieved? Ooh, good catch. Good job. You caught it. King of Swords. Keeping it frosty. Keeping it frosty. This is you being super honest with people. You know, that brutal honesty. The swords are a harsh truth. It's clarity offered through brutal honesty. I just feel like you're being pretty brutally honest. You may even be sort of saying that, you know, you don't even think love exists. You may even be moving to that energy. I think you could be talking about that heavily. I don't even know if love exists. The true love, like that movie love, which, you know, please take anything that comes out of that television with a huge grain of salt, because that is a box of lies. But, you know, you have to kind of still have hope. You still have to have hope. This is what love is all about. It's about having faith and giving of yourself and kind of opening yourself up to the opportunity to still believe in that. But I feel like based on what you particularly have experienced, you're pretty skeptical. I feel like you're pretty skeptical. This is you really, maybe you're really telling people too. I feel like you're not holding back. Yeah, I don't feel like you're holding back at all. 5 of Wands. Okay. 5 of Wands. The High Priestess is somebody that like kind of keeps it to themselves on a very spiritual level, but that 5 of Wands is like, why? Why hide it? Why delay the inevitable? Oh my gosh. Ooh, poor jaded baby. Okay. So we're going to look at, and this happens. There's stages. There's stages of healing. There's stages of detachment. There's stages of realization. There's stages of, you know, life where sometimes we just assign ourselves alone time. And a lot of times, and this happens, we become very comfortable alone. And we tend to fall in love with being alone a lot of times. There's this rationalization that you start to come to terms with. You know, I did this, where, you know, and I've heard many others talk about this quite candidly, actually, and very, very out with it. You know, this brutal truth of, I like being alone. I've heard this many times. Every decision I make is the correct one. Every you know, whenever I want to watch on TV is the right choice. Whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, is my decision. My money's my money. My time's my time. I've heard it all. You know, there's this kind of acclamation to it. This divine acclamation, yeah, where you're just like, you know what? It's more trouble than it's worth. It's not even worth the hassle. All of it. You tend to put it in your mind, 10 of Wands with the 3 of Cups, that it just, maybe it's not for you. Some people do that, and and they'll go out and kind of poo-poo on it a lot too. I've seen this as well. People going out and kind of, you know, sending their doom and gloom all over the idea of it, and, you know, casting their negativity. Also, like, this energy of kind of, it's a reverse manifestation. This is why whenever I came into connections, whenever I've come into my connection with my person, when it was going through the stages, I was keeping it to myself. I wasn't telling anybody, just because of everybody's negative opinions. I need to be able to see it through before everybody else kind of has their reverse manifestation taking hold, okay? Before they start implanting ideas and trying to cast out and, you know, plant these little seeds of, you know, will, memory casting, whatever it is, you know, it's just seeds of doubt. Seeds of doubt here. What's the foundation? Foundation for Sag. Foundation for Sag. Thank you. Lovers and Justice, 8 of Cups. Good grief. Okay. There's so many songs out there too, and a few of them kind of popped into my head as well about giving up on love and it not being in your immediate plan. There's this, you know, the cause and effect of this, the idea of what it takes to come into union with somebody else. You're just like, you know, I'd rather not. And then every single time you get excited about the idea, it ultimately ends in the finality, you know, which, by the way, is a result of your vibration. This is that energy in which we create from, whatever your vibration's at. So if you've told yourself that there's no such thing and that it's a problem and it's an issue, dang straight. Heck yeah, it is. Yes, and the universe has no choice but to give you more evidence to support that. The universe will continue to hand you evidence of every single thing you think and feel. We create from our vibration. Okay, so what's that immediate past? Here's that Fool card. I was just talking about that blind faith, right? What's the immediate past for Sagittarius? Okay, thank you. 6 of Wands. Super helpful, right? Very, very proud. Out there with a lot of confidence. Yeah, you're just like, you're excited. You're like, let's go for it. Let's see what happens, Sagittarius. Let's go for it, right? You're into it. You're down. But then, here I go again on my own. Down the lonely road I've ever known. And then now you're just, you know, resolute to the, I was born to be a drifter. Here you go. Oh, Robert Palmer. Okay. What's that outcome? Future position. What's the future? The immediate future for Sagittarius. That just floated over into place. Huzzah. Oh. Ace of Cups. Here you go again. Hello. Hello, blind faith. Yes. You know. Okay, Six of Pentacles. And again, Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Emperor to the Devil. So, oof. Pre-Empress, Empress, Knight of Swords. So the message is solid here. Whatever you're thinking about is exactly what you're going to create. Whatever opportunity continues to present itself based on the vibration that you're in is whatever you're going to manifest, okay? So if you feel and think and focus all of your energy that something is just going to be messed up and it's going to take you on a ride and it's ultimately going to be something where you're going to have to go all nice and independent again and focus on yourself and then be all like back to the drawing board where F the idea, I ain't about it, I don't want it, it's too much work, it's too much hassle. And you start going around proclaiming independence yet again, because this is what you're manifesting. This is your creation, repetitive creation, right? It's about whatever it is you're giving to universe is whatever it's going to give you. Whatever you're getting, whatever you're giving universe is what it's going to give you back. Everything you're thinking and feeling, okay? If you feel like this is going to be some sort of foolish crap and this is going to be something that you're going to have to go through once again, there's going to be all kinds of issues. There's going to be this in and out energy. There's going to be somebody who, you know, is non-committal. That's what you'll get. You know? If you're open to the possibilities and you kind of trust in life and you have this sort of, you know what, I'm going to put the person in the category and not the entire group. Not the entire group. Here I go again. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But the whole let's see what happens is a little non-intentional, and we do want to do things in life with intention, okay? So with the intention. So the cause and effect of you figuring out where your vibration lies moves you to raise your standards, okay? To start to learn how to do things differently, to kind of recreate opportunity where you may not have had some before. Looking at this differently, looking at things differently in order to remove the illusion of what you felt through true healing, and really being able to put your past where it belongs and understand what happened and why it happened. What was the lesson? Okay, what was the lesson? It wasn't so that you could be punished. It wasn't so that you could, you know, experience some sort of karmic flush, right? There's not a punishment that you're experiencing. This is not, you know, a curse on you. This is not anything like that, you know. And even if it is, you know, it's not going to last. It's just energy. It's energy of a vibration that you're in, where you're ruminating and creating from a feeling. So to move to a more optimistic feeling is where you want to manifest and create from. If you're optimistic and hopeful about something coming in, then you can have a successful, loving partnership where you're receiving what it is that you know works based on what you've learned. The World card is about a lot of lessons, learning every single thing you needed to know so that you can successfully close old cycles and continue, full card, in a different direction. In a different direction from what you successfully learned from. That is the end of the major arcana to the beginning of the major arcana whenever we're experiencing this life-changing type of shift. It's a life-changing shift whenever we're moving from a feeling of protection into a feeling of realizations. Okay, so having that aha moment, that moment of clarity is beautiful. That hello Sagittarius, as I just split the deck for fun, for grins and giggles. I was hoping that I would have seen the Ace of Swords, that realization, but equally as fun. Okay, very good. Let's look here at, I'm going to get you the Beach Time Soul. We're going to look at the Beach Time Soul for Sagittarius. There's a lot of things in here about moving away from things. Your manifestation scale is creating. It's creating something here where you're not quite seeing it yet. I don't think you're quite seeing it yet, but I do feel like there's going to be a moment where you're just like, oh, okay. The funk, the vibe, the feelings, it ain't it. It ain't hitting. It ain't hitting. Self-indulgence, okay? Time to focus on self. Shadow work. Shadow work. Self-appreciation. Self-worth, right? Realizing the lessons. Being able to do the work needed. Look at this one. Having faith. Faith and hope that love is coming. Doing that healing. Taking time in the cycles to be able to process everything so that you can progress away from previous energies in a healthy way, you know, because it's not just about putting time and space between it and then, you know, going back out there and doing the same things that we've done over and over again. That's just going to keep creating our same scenarios, right? That's about making conscious effort to shift your thinking, shift your focus towards positivity, and then looking at your history for the lessons, not as some sort of thing that happened to you, but something that happened for you. Okay, shifting your thought. Shifting your thought does everything. We've got the chase coming out. Fear of abandonment, right? And the hammer right after that, working on this, rebuilding. There's some sort of persistent energy about you being stuck in these chaser situations with codependency coming up, codependent relationships. Either people are, you know, deeply attached to you far too early. There is, you know, either or you have given far too much, and now there is, you know, these trauma bonds, there's these toxic attachments, and there's a recognition of this, understanding where this is coming from. We've got passion, kisses, right, and same chemistry, lots of fun, the super fast falling in love real quick, that real quick being in love with the idea of love, and then finally starting to see it for what it is, with sunglasses coming out and really kind of looking at this, taking on a new perception of what that was and why it needs to be different. This is ascending, transcending obstacles, learning about how to do things differently, having expansion for thought regarding how you're connecting, how you're dealing with future prospects here, because this is about meeting someone new when you're getting out there and dating, but this is about doing it in a new way, right? This is you preparing for union. And I do see this being something that you're going to be moving through, and I think towards the end of September, moving into November, right? Things are starting to cool down. You'll have a birthday coming up. There'll be that kind of calming of your past pains, of whatever you've been through, whatever tiring, you know, stressful, anxiety-ridden situations you've been through. This is you successfully processing it over the next few months, I'm thinking. So while I don't see anything happening for you during the month of September particularly, there is a lot of realization coming in. There's a lot of movement forward to having something more probable in the future, right? We've got separation, cassette, right? There's repeat things being recognized and understood. I like you moving straight into heartbroken. So, good. It's okay. It's okay to not be ready and to kind of have that brutal truth to yourself, you know. Delivering it outward is all good and well, but, you know, honesty to self about what you're ready for and how you're truly looking at things, and really looking at the situation with a lot more clarity than just, you know, all men are dogs or all women or whatever, you know. It's really not the case. We can even go there with zodiacs sometimes. I've seen that a lot, where people will blanket a lot, every single zodiac, and all of them are this, and all of them are getting this, and all of them are targeted for this. But it's really a healed version of that and an unhealed version of that. And let's not forget the other placements. With that being said, If any of that did not resonate, you are going to want to check your other placements to see if something could align from those others to fit your story a little bit better. If you could take pieces of this and put it together with your others to put together a pretty good story of what could be happening. And again, a personal one-on-one reading is always the best way to get more accuracy. So that was the September for singles in Sagittarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. It's important to give yourself healthy amounts of time of detachment to be able to truly not bring that into new connections as well. There's a lot of looming energy that we don't realize is still there, a lot of us. If you're not familiar with that at all, then you don't really understand about what it is to exchange energy and have that still attached to you and be able to process it, shed it off, let that kind of get away from your auric energetic field as well, because those impacts are real. It's very deep. It's very real. Okay. All right. So let's move on to singles are finished and completed. We'll move on to partnerships, relationships, situationships, marriage, couples, in having issues. Yeah, focusing on issues. Three of Swords. This must be the deck. All right, so we're going to look and see what could be happening with you, your person, your persons, whatever you crazy kids are into these days. All right. What's going on? Sagittarius in connection for the month of September. What could be coming in? Sagittarius for the month of September. If you're in a situation, partnership, connection, and you're experiencing issues with your person, let's see what's coming in. I thought I saw uppity tats. It did not. It's acrobatics. Okay. Oh, it did. Okay. Now, back to the other abundance. Abundance was out for the previous reading. That's keeping the positive mindset, which also had to do with the reading, right? Manifesting from a positive place. More reiteration. I love the confirmation from the oracle, from the tarot. So more confirmation again. That's exactly what it is. Okay, here we go. Connections having issues. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you're cross-watching, switch that energy as needed. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on for September? If you're in a connection having issues, what's going on? Yikes. Oh, that's a lot. Daggum. Okay, 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Jeez. Louise. Woo. Oh. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Stalky mushrooms. All right, my friends. Well, So, this is, I'm thinking someone from the past is coming around. Could be a baby mama. Oh my God, trying to get attention, trying to kick up something, trying to start something. There could be, a long-standing connection that is seeing very clearly here that there is an interruption in the force. I've got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. The Knight of Wands is somebody who is here who should not be. There is, this is fire sign energy, fire sign energy, fire sign energy. There's a lot of that out here. There's also a lot of Venus out here with that allure and attraction. 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Holy crap. And to have 3 aces and 2 sixes also, and plus also, look at this. Look at what this has done. Look at what this has done. There's this energy here of there being some sort of huge issue, some sort of major struggle, stress, or problem coming back from the past. There's something coming back from the past, and there's somebody here trying to kick something up, trying to come in and get one going. My gosh, look at this. I've got all this left on the deck. 3 aces. 3 aces coming out already. That same old that I do. And having the 7, the 10, and the 9 of Wands. guarded, bounds up, right? Somebody here is feeling very defensive, very protective over what's theirs. They're just, yeah, and I feel like there's a little concern. There's a little underlying concern, right, about this competition. Is this over? Has this over? There could have been some sort of, you know, message received. There is, you know, obviously somebody reaching out. There could be some, you know, noticed message online for some of you. I pulled Sagittarius again with the split. All right. What crosses or complements? Crosses or complements Sagittarius? Wow. Okay. What crosses or complements Sagittarius placements? Oof. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups was kind of sideways. So there is, you're leaning, right? Do I stay in a bad situation, or do I let go and just kind of pull away and let happen what happens, right? Do I pull away and let happens what happens? Here's the the Two of Wands is the grass is greener. The Queen of Cups is out here with the Ten of Pentacles and the Strength card with the Lovers and another Queen. Is this connection strong enough to sustain somebody being shown choice, option, decisions, right? There's a choice that needs to be made here, and you're wondering if somebody has the strength to hold up, to stand up, and to, you know, defend basically their current relationship. Are they going to rise up, or are they going to give in to temptation? You know, you may be fearful that this temptation might have some sort of end with your person. There could be a fear of an end with your person. Jeez. What is the best that can be achieved for Sagittarius? The best that can be achieved. What's the best that can be achieved here? So here's the Hermit coming out. Please don't. So the Hermit is you pulling back. So you're not going to talk to this person. You're not even going to really deal with this. I feel like you are figuring a lot of things out. There's a lot of boundaries that you've put up so that you can figure this out. I feel like you're putting a lot of effort in to see what and if anything can still come of this. What and if anything can still come of this. Okay, if somebody's able to successfully handle this, it remains to be seen. All right, Two of Wands, full card. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the foundation? Foundation for the reading, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the foundation? All right. Oh boy. That was at 3-3-3-3. The Three of Cups fell out in the reverse. That was at 33-33. So there's a scandal here. There's some sort of this is third-party interference as well when the Three of Cups is reversed, but it's also about somebody pulling back. There's a lot of isolation, like not coming together with your person, but you're thinking about things. And I feel like there's a lot of pullback from this. There's a lot of drawback. You're not talking to your person. I feel like you're kind of dealing with this on your own to figure out what's going on. You're in discovery mode. You're basically in discovery mode, trying to figure everything out. There's all this information coming out under the moon. And the moon is a lot of illusions, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of confusion, secrets. There's a definite complexity to this. This is very, very deep and complex. This goes way back. This is, you know, Could be some gossip coming out about this too. There could be other people that actually know about this. This could have been brought to you by other people, and now you're aware of this. And when you mentioned it, there was not really any sort of denial, which is a lot of that wands going up. For others of you, there could be only denying this. And so you feel very strongly like you need to pull back from this so that you can figure this out. I feel like you're pulling back so that you're not influenced by this person, for some of you, so that you can get clarity on what's going on without their interference, their intrusion. Whew. Okay, what's that immediate past? What's that immediate past? I just feel like there's like changed behavior. Strength card, Justice card, Ace of Cups, High Priestess. There's the Ace of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Tower, 9, 10 of Cups. So there is a long-standing balance of things, but I feel like there's, you know, a lot of confidence in what you've built. There was this idea that you were both very much on the same page here, and then there's something here. There may have been some sort of divine interfering message, some sort of realization that came in that showed you that things are getting off track and things are not really what they seem. And so this sent you into a need to kind of figure things out while you're, you know, taming your thoughts to get clarity on what's going on. You went basically, I'm gonna say you went pretty much investigative mode. You became a find-out-ologist, as they like to say. All right, what's that immediate future? What's that immediate future looking like? What's that immediate future? Immediate future for Sagittarius. All right, yeah. Figuring it out, thinking. I almost want to say there's a lot of independence in what your thought process is. This, again, still is not conversational with your person. This is you still thinking about things. What do? Do you walk away from this? Do you, you know, do you give in? Do you kind of talk about things? I feel like you're not really arguing. You're not into the argument. You're not wanting to argue about anything. I don't think you even really want to know a whole lot of details. I think you're just trying to figure out what is the next step. What are the next moves? Where do you go from here? What's the plan? Okay. And there's an inability to kind of see that right now. I don't see you coming up with that at all. Not within the near future. I feel like there's just, it's too complex. There's too much complexity here. There's way too much complexity. For some of you, this could be, you know, a little bit of a fear about what could be on the other side. There's some fear. There's some definite fear in this about what decisions and choices need to be made now. And I almost feel like you're a little resentful about having to make these decisions. Having to even go here. You know, there's a bit of resentment. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and, yeah, the Page of Pentacles, that was out here before as well. What's the plan? You know, where do you go from here? I feel like there's this complete detachment from wanting to move with any sort of speed at all. I feel like you're not in any big hurry. You're in no hurry. You're in no hurry to make a decision anytime soon. I feel, yeah, the Tower card coming out. I feel like you're just kind of letting it burn, letting it simmer, letting it be what it's going to be, letting somebody sit in turmoil. You're letting somebody sit in their turmoil and kind of feel the detachment while you're deciding. You're letting somebody feel that detachment. You're letting it sink in. You know, this is very real. This is very real, what's been done, and now I need to figure things out. And I don't think you're including the person. The person's not involved in this conversation. Whatever's going to happen, the conversation is null and void. As a two-way conversation. This is somebody thinking about everything all on their own. All on their own. Very independent thinking here. All right. The story continues. Okay. So for the month of September, there's not a lot of movement forward. I want to look at the untold truths, since we do have a lot of gossip, a lot of issues being brought up here. Not a lot of communication. I think there's a lot of communication from all the wrong people, unfortunately. So let's see here. Ooh. What else can I tell Sagittarius? We're going to go one time through this deck, Spirit. What else does Sagittarius need to know about this situation? Chasing through. Resentment. Exactly. You're very resentful. I was saying that. Here's the resentment card. Very resentful over somebody just having their fun, having their cake and eating it too, basically. The loyalty is out the window. The trust has been broken. Now you're really on the fence about your trust in this person, their level of dedication, level of trust, right? Can you believe them ever again? Ever again? We've got spark, passion, desire coming out, distance, and pride, right? So you're way, way too arrogant to let this desire that you have for this person, to want this person physically in your life. You're way, way too arrogant to let somebody who's ever done you wrong have any sort of access to you at all. I feel like you're basically detaching from this. There's a lot of detaching from this because you're looking for peace. You're looking for balance, and there is infatuation out here. Addiction. Somebody could be addiction to, yes, exactly. Infatuation, shallow, right? Very superficial adoration, maybe getting a lot of, false hope from all the wrong people, feeding a lot of attention to your person. We've got tension with confessions, right? The stress is building while you're kind of waiting. You're waiting for somebody to help give you some answers, give you some clarity. For some of you, there's this complete and total rejection of it. Like, you don't want to know. I was just thinking that. Like, some of you don't even want to know. Unspoken confessions out here. Some of you don't even want to know. Some of you are so disappointed in this person that the details just don't even matter. There's nothing that can make it better at this point. I've got apology. There's nothing that can make it better at this point with apology sitting at the bottom of the deck. So, nourish, upheaval, right? This is about soul's growth and comfort. Somebody here is trying to, nourish you or try to help you feel better about this. But the shock of this influence, we've got influences. This is dark attachments and third parties. Okay, so this is trouble. This is a big shock to you to have to even be dealing with this. Again, I'm hearing that come in. I've got curiosity, and somebody's confused and pretending, right? Pretending like they were unaware. I've heard this a lot. Like, I didn't realize that this was going to happen. I didn't mean for this to happen. A lot of people will say that a lot. I didn't know what I was doing. You've heard it all. You've heard it all. This feels ultimate like somebody has completely turned their back. Somebody has turned their back on everything that you were offering. You were coming in this wholeheartedly with everything you had, and somebody basically was hiding a whole extra life behind your back. Somebody here could have been, keeping a lot of secrets about their true desires, about what they really like, what they're really into, maybe possibly seeking that behind your back for some of you. We got intimacy and frozen, deja vu, right? Your intimacy has been frozen because they have been seeking that level of connection elsewhere for some of you. So that was kind of your first indicator that there's something going on. Goodness. Okay, so Sagittarius, it just continues. The cards are just going to continue to kind of drive the point home. I don't really see a lot of movement in September, long story short. There's not a lot of movement in September towards reconciliation or trying to even speak to one another. I feel like it's going to be a very informative, information-seeking month. It's going to be an information-seeking month where somebody is trying to figure things out, basically, deciding what they're going to do and what that looks like. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out the reading for here. I feel like those are your messages for the month of September. Check my page if you would like to book a personal reading. That is also in the description box of this video. Again, follow me on all my platforms for your chance to catch me live if you would like to see about getting a heavily discounted rate on one of my live stream personal one-on-one readings. They are done during a live stream, so do note that that is a possibility of it being seen. They are posted on everywhere except for TikTok, if that does entice you over there. Also, all your follows, your likes, your shares, greatly appreciated. I am so eternally grateful for your connection and to be able to offer guidance as needed. So thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all very soon. Y'all take care. I'm wishing you all the love, light, and abundance you could possibly stand. All right, bye.